Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell, as well as that sub button, so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly, uploads a video on the sport of boxing. And once again, ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video live. Shout out to all of my old and new subs. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. Shout out to anybody that's watching this video on the playback. And well, damn. I mean, well, damn. Leonard Ellerbe, can you tell us how you really feel about Keith Thurman? Because, I mean, my Lord, whenever I heard about this fight and the possibility of it happening, I said, this is bullshit. This is malarkey. I ain't buying it 1 minute. They clout chasing. I ain't thinking for one fucking second that a Floyd Money Mayweather and a Leonard Ellerbe of Mayweather Promotions would ever try to throw Tank in a ring with a legitimate 147-pounder, let alone Keith Thurman. And I know what you're saying. Keith Thurman, he's been on a long layoff. He hasn't fought since he lost to Manny Pacquiao, which was one hell of a fight. But my Lord, I don't see Tank being able to withstand all of the shit that Keith Thurman presents in the fucking ring. Because for one, a lot of people felt like Tank in his last fight within those, first 4 to 5 rounds, I believe, was losing to Mario Barrios. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, I like Tank, but we got to be honest. Tank wasn't active enough. Tank wasn't aggressive, and he was letting Mario Barrios control the pace of the fucking fight. You understand what I'm saying? So we all know Keith Thurman can box. Keith Thurman can crack. Keith Thurman got popped in both fucking hands, y'all. And I just don't see Gervonta Tank Davis, or let alone Floyd Money Mayweather, allowing Tank to dare to be great by moving up from 140 to 147 to go up against not one of, if not the best welterweights in Keith Thurman outside of Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl the Big Fish Truth Spence. I just don't see it happening, y'all. But let me get back to this chat, man. Shout out to the OG Ronald Finkley in the building. I see you. He said, just heard about it. Let's see if he does make the fight. Man, as a matter of fact, let me pull this quote up for y'all. Let me pull this fucking quote up for y'all. Leonard Ellerbe said, laughing emojis. Not one, but 2 of them. This nigga said Tank is not a 47-pounder and Keith can fight his ass off. He's a guy I have a lot of respect for. But that fight I make in 2 seconds, Tank would knock him the fuck out right now. Trust me, if he's serious, which I highly doubt that's an easy phone call. Wow. I mean, wow. Let me get back to the chat, man. Shout out to my boy Rebel Life Boxing in the motherfucking the building. He said, big stepper, E Thriller, salute, bro. How you feeling tonight, man? I appreciate you for rocking with me, my guy. Shout out to my boy Davy John in the motherfucking building. He said, E Thriller, my guy, what's popping, my brother? How you feeling, man? Shout out to my boy Poetic Youth of Common Sense in the motherfucking building. He said, Keith gonna get paid to lose against Tank, then be made a gatekeeper. Wow. Damn, Poetic. I honestly haven't even had time to process this shit, bro. Because like I said in the beginning of the live stream, I didn't never think this fight would even be a possibility. Hell, I still don't think so. But if you coming at it, from that fucking angle that you just spun that shit to me, I mean, you give me cause to pause because everybody has been saying Keith Thurman has lost his hunger for the sport of boxing. Everybody been saying that Keith Thurman ain't had no fucking fight in 2 years, which is facts. Everybody was saying even before that, with him dealing with all the injuries and shit, they didn't know how much he has left in the tank. So maybe, just maybe, if he can get one last pay-per-view, one last big pay-per-view with a Gervonta Tank Davis, maybe you're right, Poetic. I don't fucking know. I hope that's not the case. I don't know. My boy Rebel Life Boxing said, chilling family. I never thought we were here. Tank and Thurman. Facts. I mean, honestly, the shit don't make sense for either side, to be honest with you, because for one, if you're Tank got business to handle at 135, hell at 140, because he just moved up to that weight class and snatched up that fucking WBA regular belt, right? Against Mario Barrios. And he can go fight a Regis Prograis, or hell, even a fucking Josh Taylor, who Leonard Ellerbe, not even a month ago, just said had nothing to offer a Gervonta Tank Davis, which is bullshit. Because if that's the case, then what in the fuck does Keith Thurman have to offer at this point? I mean, besides a name, Keith Thurman ain't got no strap no more. Keith Thurman has been begging for fucking fights. I mean, he's been begging Bud for a fight. Well, not really. Really not really. He claimed he wanted to fight, but then again, he went to go ask for $10 million from Bob Arum, who everybody and they fucking mama know is cheap, right? And then why in the fuck are you asking for a career high payday with a guy that can't sell pay-per-views? It's Terrence Bud Crawford. He fights on ESPN and ESPN Plus. So what common sense did it make for Keith Thurman to ask for $10 million? And that's way more than what he got guaranteed going up against one of the biggest cash cows in the sport of boxing in Manny Pacquiao, who is about to go up against the big fish on August the 21st. Ladies and gents, we are 19 days away from one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing in 2021. But back to the subject. It doesn't make any business sense for Gervonta Tank Davis, because if Floyd is reluctant to put him in a ring with a Regis Prograis, with a Josh Taylor, with a Teofimo Lopez, you understand what I'm saying? With a Devin Haney. I'm not going to say Ryan Garcia. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he said, Ryan, I don't give a fuck if you the A side. I don't give a fuck where we fight at. I just want to knock your ass out. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when Ryan Kardashian, I meant Garcia, with his capping ass, start saying, oh, well, if I can fight my hero in Manny Pacquiao, Tank can wait, and all this other bullshit, right? So if you have that on the table as well, and then not to mention a young Shakur Stevenson, possibly, Gary Russell Jr., you understand what I'm saying? Chris Colbert, who is young and emerging in the sport of boxing. You understand what I'm saying? He's been calling Tank out. And then not to mention Rolly Romero. Didn't he just call out Tank? So if you are Floyd Money Mayweather, and if you've been moving this motherfucker just so carefully on the fucking chessboard, then what makes you guys think that he is going to be dumb enough to throw him in there with a dangerous opponent in Keith Thurman? Now, maybe if this was Andre Berto or Paulie Malignaggi or some shit, I'd be like, all right, maybe you got me. But then again, if you Keith Thurman, this fight don't make no sense for you, because what is it going to really do if you whoop up on this little ass nigga named Tank? I mean, what is it going to do for your career? Honestly, yeah, it'll be a good pay-per-view showing. You're going to put asses in seats. It'll be a very lucrative fight. Very fucking lucrative. Absolutely. In my Floyd Mayweather voice. I'm not saying this fight won't sell, but you got Errol Spence problems to worry about. You got your Danis Ugas problems to worry about. Danny Garcia, hell, you can fight him again. For all I care, Sean Porter, you understand what I'm saying? Terrence Bud Crawford, hello. He still has that WBO strap. I don't know why nobody want to go see that man. I mean, is he that fucking ill? Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? I mean, it's you body, nigga. Is Terrence Bud Crawford really like that? I mean, goddamn. The man said you can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing you. And I'm starting to think this dude is really the fucking boogeyman. He is the most avoided boxer in the sport, because Keith Thurman can go over there and make some good money and, cement his legacy in the sport of boxing by going to go knock off a Terrence Bud Crawford. Same thing goes for Sean Porter. And we have yet to hear, any deal being reached between Top Rank and PBC in regards to that fight. So I think it's going to purse bid, but I'll digress on that point. Back to the subject at hand. Keith Thurman, I mean, you even mentioned moving up to try to face Jermell. I mean, I get it. I would much rather see you do that than to fight Tank. You understand what I'm saying? But I could be tripping. But back to the chat I go. Shout out to my boy Poetic. He said, Heyman will forever be in cahoots with Floyd. they'll gladly have Keith lose to Tank to build the next top star in Tank. Damn. My boy Rebel Like Boxing said at Poetic, I see that happening. Damn, so y'all think the fix in. Shout out to my boy Kush, the greatest in the motherfucking building. He said at E Thriller, what's good, bro? What's popping, man? How you feeling, man? What you think about this shit? Do you think this fight is a real possibility? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. He said, can't believe this bullshit is gaining traction to begin with. That's how I was feeling this morning, man. I mean, when I first heard about it, I said, man, that's bullshit. Like, I'm not even, fucking right. Floyd won't even put this nigga in the ring with no legitimate 135 to 40 pounder. So what on God's green earth would make me think he would throw him in there with Keith Thurman? But then again, if you're looking at it the way that my boy Poetic is looking at it, shit, I mean, he could be on to something. As a matter of fact, let me drop this link in the chat just in case anybody want to come on and rock with your boy E Thriller. State your opinion. Let me know. Do you think this fight is a real possibility? Do you guys really feel like Floyd Money Mayweather in unison with a Leonard fucking Ellerbe would possibly throw Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with a Keith Thurman? And not only that, do you think he would knock Keith Thurman out? Because I don't know. I don't fucking know. A good body shot from Tank, man. I don't know, man. That dude hit different. I might be sipping the Kool-Aid a little bit, y'all. Y'all know Tank is one of my top 4 favorite fighters to watch in the sport. But I'm saying, if Tank hit Keith Thurman, who has been known to be weak to the body, with one of the one-hitter quitters, he could be going to sleep experts. I'm just saying. And shout out to my boy Poetic on the chat. You're live with your boy E Thriller. Talk to me, man. How you feeling? Yo, Poetic.
Yeah, look, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Oh yeah, what's up?
How you feeling, my brother?
Sure, I'm good, man. Let me tell y'all
what you think about this shit, man. Talk to me. Yo, Poetic. I think your mic going in and out, bro. Repeat that. Yo, Poetic.
With PBC, huh?
I couldn't hear you at the beginning, bro, because your mic was going in and out. Start over again, my bad. You kind of going in and out.
What about
nah, not too good. Not too good. Not too good. I hear something now. But yeah, man. Y'all let me know in the chat. Go ahead. I can hear you a lot better now. Go ahead.
Man, look, that's 100% bullshit. You cannot tell me that Tank is going to go up and beat fucking Keith Thurman at 147. And we all know that Leonard Ellerbe, he is a good promoter. I think he's a good dude. I respect him for being so loyal to Floyd through all the bullshit.
Yeah, I like Leonard.
Yeah, everybody needs a friend like that. But we all know he be bullshitting. We all know he a bullshitter. And I know that these boxing people do things under the table to help people get stardom. And I believe that Keith Thurman will 100% take 20 million, maybe 25 million under the table to lose the Tank, because it is a better investment in Tank than Keith Thurman. So if Tank go up and beat Keith Thurman, that's gonna make a fight with fucking Garcia or what's his name, Lomachenko or Lopez.
Josh Taylor, you know, yeah. He got an option.
And they gonna say, oh well, Tank. Why would Heyman do that? Tank is with Floyd. Floyd and Al Heyman are close friends. Right. They will always and forever be a team, no matter who the fuck. I don't give a fuck if Floyd go to fucking the zone. Them niggas gonna always be cool. Yeah. So Floyd will probably present, oh well, look, we got Tank. We could let Tank fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman don't really give a shit about boxing, y'all. He don't.
I don't think so either, bro. I don't think so. He do more talking and fight. Like this motherfucker got more interviews than any not active fighter in the sport of boxing. But go ahead, my bad.
He got a wife. He already said in the Instagram live he did last year when he was talking about Bob Arum or something. When he was sitting down there by the piano when he just cut his hair off. He was talking about how him and his wife think about having kids soon, in a few years. That man ain't worried about being great no more. He just trying to get some paydays and get the fuck on somewhere, bro.
I
That's
see,
all he's
because
trying to
asking
do.
for $10 million to go up against Terrence Bud Crawford was a bit egregious. Wouldn't you agree?
I was, in
Because
my opinion,
let's think about it, Poetic. Wait a minute. Let's think about it. Bud can't sell pay-per-views, right?
Yeah. Well,
And Keith Thurman, he's only been on pay-per-view one time, if I'm not mistaken, with Manny Pacquiao, correct?
So you saying you think that they not even gonna make that type of money?
I don't think they will make that much money, bro. Yeah, it'll be a hell of a fight. Maybe the best fight at welterweight. I mean, who knows? That remains to be seen. But to say that they will make enough money to guarantee him $10 million is absurd.
He wouldn't be the ace.
I'm just saying. Right. So I think he was just really trying to price himself out, just like everybody else do when it comes to facing Bud. That's just my personal opinion.
I think that fight will sell out.
Of course.
I think that fight would sell out.
Yes, definitely.
But my thing about that, when you fighting Terrence Crawford and y'all trying to sell a pay-per-view or the live gate, man, dude, y'all remember when, like, this is my thing about Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Terrence fights will not sell like they should because it ain't because of him. It's because his promotional team. He's with ESPN and Top Rank. That time when he was supposed to fight Green Machine, you seen that was at the same exact time that Conor McGregor was coming back, and they did every time I went on YouTube. You remember they did the Conor McGregor ad with the Eminem Guess Who's back again. Remember that? That was
I don't remember, bro.
That Terrence Crawford was supposed to fight Green Machine, and you seen that ad way more than you seen any Terrence Crawford. You didn't see Terrence Crawford.
I believe
they don't promote him at all.
Hell, they barely promote their fighters though, bro. When you think about it, think about it. The Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez undisputed fight was not promoted damn near at all. If
it wasn't, because I didn't even know.
That's I
didn't know. And the difference between them and Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford is supposed to be up there pound for pound, top 2, 3. That's the difference. Yeah. So I don't care about no damn undisputed 140. They not on no pound for pound. You got one of the pound for pound #1 fighters in the world, and you not even promoting that man at all. Right. At all. And the only reason why you promoting the little that you do, because you really have no choice. I mean,
right.
And they only do that so can't nobody say you ain't did nothing. So I mean, that's the only reason why I feel like that fight won't sell. If they promoted Terrence Crawford the way that they promote him, he would be a household name by now because he got 36 fucking fights or 30.
Should be, man.
That nigga should be a household fucking name.
And he's an exciting fighter. He gets knockout.
Yeah.
Even though he's a boxer.
He's a genuine dude. Ain't got no scandals. Family man. So come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And but this Tank and Keith Thurman fight is bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I agree, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen, Poetic. I think this is just one of those big hypotheticals, and they just clout chasing, bro.
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I think it will. I don't know.
Damn, you think it's gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen, and I know 100%.
Wow.
Fact, it will be a scripted fight, and Tank will probably. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out, but Keith probably only would take the money if it wasn't a knockout. But Keith Thurman will be paid to lose because they're gonna build Tank. I know for a fact that Heyman and Floyd would not make sure that they would make sure that Tank wins that fight. Yeah, if Tank loses,
right. It's over for Mayweather Promotions. I mean, if he lose, I mean, shit.
I'm not gonna say
he the only star they got.
I'm not gonna say it's over because even if he,
I'm talking about is trying to sell him as like the second coming to Floyd, like undefeated, that type of shit. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. I feel like we need a Super 6 World Boxing Classic thing again, like Andre Wharton did with Carl Frost.
Bro, that's a hell of a point.
Yeah, have all the 135 and maybe 140 fighters on there, because I know they can. Them guys can move up 130, 140, 140, 135 and stuff like that. So.
It's a lot of talent for them to have a tournament. Hold on, Poetic. Shout out to my boy Brian Mackey in the motherfucking building on the chat with his boy E Thriller. Talk to me, bro. What you think about this?
What's up, E Thriller, man? What's going on, fam?
Feeling good. How are you?
Hey, man, I'm all right, man. What's going on, Poetic?
Nothing, man. Just chilling, man.
All right. You already know what I'm about to say, right?
Nah, go ahead.
What?
Poetic. I told you the last time, man, about this bullshit. E Thriller kick his ass.
Well, what's going on now? Oh, you going out?
Damn, he dropped off. Hold on.
Good, man.
There you go, Brian. You kind of went in and out. What you say?
I went in and out. I
Yeah,
said, man, didn't I tell you last time, man? Kick poetic ass out the chat, man, for screaming that
he on that
bullshit, man. Yeah. I'm just fucking with you, poetic, man. Hey, I did disagree with some of that what you were saying though, man. I don't know what's really going on, man. I'm getting here late to everything, man. But
well, let me just say this. Let me set the stage for you, Brian, and I'm gonna let you cook. Leonard Ellerbe just came out about 30 minutes ago on Twitter responding to some Keith Thurman said, I guess, on Fight Hype. He said, Tank is not a 47-pounder, and Keith can fight his ass off. He's a guy I got a lot of respect for. But that fight I'll make in 2 seconds, Tank will knock him the fuck out right now. Trust me, if he's serious, which I highly doubt, that's an easy phone call. Your thoughts?
Leonard over there smoking. He's sniffing that coke or some shit, man. I don't know what the hell he talking about. That's some bullshit right there. They won't even fight. He won't fight. He won't fight no top guys, man. At 135, 140, 130. Right. But he gonna fight Keith Thurman at 147.
That's what I said. That's
some bullshit, man.
That's the only reason why I said what I said, though.
That's some bullshit, man. He over there, I guess he, clout chasing, just adding a little promotion, man, to the Tank, man. He know damn well they not gonna make that fight. What the hell is he talking about?
Surprised. I'm not gonna be lying.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get to the chat real quick. Shout out to my boy Kush the Greatest. He said Tank can fight at 147. He is small, but he fight like a gorilla. He said he could not keep ass out. My bad, Brian. I was like, I'd be late to the chat, bro. My bad.
Oh, it's all good.
Kush said poetic capping now. He going too far. He said, I agree with you about Tank at poetic. Shout out to my boy 7 Central in the building. He said, whoa, y'all sleeping on Keith. He only got one loss. He was that dude in 147 before.
Nobody said he was trash. We just saying, I just think that if he take a loss to Tank, that's a fixed fight. That's me giving him his props.
He said, Tank, my guy, though. And Kush said Tank is not little dude. Okay. I go
here. But he at like 130 and 130. I think he was at 126 before. That power he got, at some point he can't get to the higher weight classes. It's going to be a weight class that he's going to probably go to where he does not carry that same power. He barely carried that power at 140. If y'all didn't realize. It wasn't no one knockout power.
He got rocked a couple of times in that fight too against Barrios.
Know what I'm saying? I mean,
he got right. He got caught.
I don't think he's gonna carry that power to 147 like that. He barely carried it to 140. Because usually we see him get one hit knockout. This was like a TKO.
And where the hell is all the energy at right now? That energy saying everybody's saying, oh, Tank, he can do the damn thing. He'll knock Keith out and all that. Like, on what evidence? I mean, like, because he knocking everybody else out this lower class. I mean, but isn't them the same kind of Crawford type narratives that they spit? Like, man, he ain't fighting nobody. This, that, the other, and he got to prove himself. But
we can say that same shit about Tank.
Right. Yeah. So we can say that same shit, but we don't get the same energy right there. So why are we pushing Tank like he just, this killer right now at 147? Like, he can just.
I agree with you.
Knock his ass out.
I think if all playing fields are even, bro, I got Keith Thurman washing Tank. I just think he's too small for Keith Thurman. Man, and Keith Thurman knows how to box, and he has pop in both hands.
Man, Keith Thurman gonna wash, man. If this shit was 100% right, no fixing, everybody drug free, Keith Thurman will fuck his ass up like he fucking his son up, getting an ass whooping for acting up at school. Man, can't do shit with no goddamn Keith Thurman. And back to what that dude said, people are really disrespecting the fuck out. I don't give a fuck if he was dodging and ducking Aerosmith. I don't give
a fuck. He was ducking Smith.
Keith Thurman is an excellent fucking superb fighter when he is one-time Thurman, when he's actually on a mission. We know ever since he got married, he done dropped off a little bit. But they really disrespecting him, acting like he had like 10 losses in a row when he only had a split decision against Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
Yeah, like that man got his ass knocked out by a nobody, a mandatory or something, twice. Like, man, get on somewhere, man. And everybody keep trying to pick on Keith Thurman with little shit like this. And then they be talking shit. They be talking shit because he lost to Pacquiao. Like Pacquiao knocked his ass out in the first round. Like, bro, it
It was a
was a
good
split
ass fight.
decision.
Yeah, they talking a little too greasy, man. In reference to Keith right now, man. With that. I'm not a Keith fan. You
Right.
know, I respect his boxing skill, man.
I
You know,
respect
but
his boxing acumen.
you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm not a big Keith fan or nothing like that, man. And you know, sometimes we talking that bullshit out of his mouth too. But just sit there and be like, well, okay, he gonna come up here and knock Keith Thurman ass out.
Man, they
You'll
crazy.
make that fight 2 seconds. Then I don't understand. Then I mean, he basically calling Keith a fucking bum. You know, honestly, because he ain't make the fights between Teofimos or Shakur or any of those other guys, Lomachenko, none of them guys for Tank. Why did he make them into Gary Russells?
Yeah.
None of them.
Chris
you know
Colby,
what I'm saying? Yeah, you didn't even make the fucking Tevin Farmer fight, man, in 2 seconds. So what's so, you know, like Keith Thurman is bum. That's why I just think he just like kind of clout chasing or using this shit for promotion, man, to be like, you know, take this fucking killer, man. They know damn well they not gonna make that fight. He talk about, you know, maybe Keith don't want it if he's serious, this, that, and the other, but
that's
because
bullshit.
Keith don't really get nothing out of it. If he beats the shit out of Tank, only thing people gonna say is that, man, oh, okay, you fought Tank. You know, Tank was just not, you know. That wasn't his weight class. Tank got an automatic excuse in that situation to keep moving up the weight classes, dog. I mean, if Keith Thurman, he has really nothing to win. And to go with that poetic when you was talking about, you know, I guess you was talking about the promotionals and this, that, and the other, maybe Terrence Crawford, you know, and that's his problem with promotional companies. Will, like PBC, you think that's a great promotional company in reference to the, you know, they being scenes?
I don't think any of these promotion companies are good.
Exactly, because Tank is making 200,000 pay-per-views just like Crawford did. I mean, none of them. I don't think none of them even hit 400. Oh no, Keith Thurman hit it over 400 with Pacquiao. They did 4 or 5, something like that. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder had that one big one with Fury. And after that, man, ain't nobody hit over 3. I mean, 350 was the what Spence and which one? Garcia fight? And his shit keep going down, man. His shit ain't going up. So where's the promotion with that?
And just to be unbiased, because I said about Pacquiao barely winning to Keith, you can definitely say that Spence can't really talk too much shit about him beating Porter because it was a split decision. And if you never got that knockdown in like the 11th round, some of those judges could have probably sided with whatchamacallit. But I would have to agree that Spence was sharper in that fight, and Sean was missing a lot of those fucking punches. Because I feel like in that fight, people were acting just like they acted in the Floyd fights, where because somebody was active and throwing a lot of punches, oh, he beat you. But if you look at that shit unbiasedly, that meant they was missing a lot of those fucking punches. Like much like Miguel Cotto or like that Ortiz kid that fought Floyd. They think just because somebody throwing a lot of punches, they won the fight, but they ain't landing shit. So I didn't like that. That's why I felt like Charlo. That's why I felt like Charlo probably beat Tony Harrison the first one, because all I know is, you know, in the hood, whoever landed the most fucking punches, nigga, that's who fucking won. So I don't know shit. I don't know. I think Charlo outlanded Harrison by 50 punches the first fight. I mean, I don't know.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he didn't. Well, that means you think that he lost the fight against Castano, then, right?
Man, it don't matter how he lost. Charlo lost that fight to Castano. Castano deserved to win that fight. That should not been no fucking draw, bro. Castano won that fight, man. That's terrible. That's terrible. And if I'm Keith Thurman, this crap right here should spark a fire in him, man.
I think they trying to give both of them dudes a buzz going into their next fights. That's why I think it's some good PR going on here. Get Keith Thurman name back out there in the public. Get some hype behind him. He'll probably take a touch-up fight before he fights somebody credible. That's what I think.
Could be that.
As far as Tank, Tank, he can fight anybody, really. It's just really on Floyd and Leonard, to make the right calls and give the fans what they want to see.
It's low-key some bullshit, though, because they said Lomachenko is supposed to be fighting Richard Comey next.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Why can't if these promotional companies were in order, Tank should be fighting either Lomachenko or Devin Haney next, or even Ryan Garcia, because because Haney and Garcia ain't even got no fights coming up.
You
So
talking about
why
Haney?
can't
You talking about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, right? I'm tripping.
Why
Okay, yeah.
Why
No,
can't
you're right.
Ryan Garcia and Devin
You're right.
Haney fight next?
But speaking of them two dudes, both of them dudes do too much fucking talking for me. Like, they do more talking on Twitter and IG than fighting. Like, I get tired of Devin Haney myself. Y'all know how I feel about Ryan Kardashian. I don't like him at all.
Hey man, they young, man. They young. This is the social media age, man. And you talk shit and you ain't got no control over who you fight. So when somebody say something, somebody gonna say something back. Ain't none of these guys ain't got no control over their careers. They promoters do, and they just Twitter fingers on their shit, man. That that's all. They just running their mouth, man. I hear you, but that goes on. Shit, how many times have Tank then went out there and had a shit talk with, whether it was Haney or Garcia or?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they all, man. Them
Them
guys, young guys, man. They young, man. They young.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Poet.
I know you used to review shoes on your channel, right? What's
poppin'?
I just wanted to show you these jumps I just got off Nike.
You said what now?
I just want to show you these jumps I just got off Nike. Hold up.
Oh yeah?
How you can't turn the camera?
Yeah, I can't really see.
Look at these jumps. Let me see. Can you see it? Can you see them?
What's them? Forces?
Oh, can you see them? Let me see them. Put them in.
Yeah, I can see them. They like red, black, and white.
I'm trying to see if I can put them in there. Can you see them?
Yeah, I see them. They just came out.
Let me see. Make sure you can see them.
Them just came out. Yeah, I can see them, bro. Them straight.
Yeah.
Air Force One, screen.
Them hoes clean for that was 110.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad price at all.
And I was trying to, I know you probably know. I'm gonna come back, Lee. I know you know about them experimental Nike Air Force One lines.
Nah, what's those?
Just look at it. Just when you get a chance, just look up the USPS Air Force Ones, dude, bro. Let me tell you something, bro.
Okay.
I was trying to buy them joints, right? So how when Nike app or website drops shoes, they drop them at 9 p.m. Central Time every time on, I want to say, Saturdays. So, bro, I made a fucking notification for myself on the app to buy them hoes. Then I made a notification at 8:50 to buy them hoes. Then I told my girl to make a notification for 8:59 to make sure I buy them hoes because we was on the road. So when 8:59 come up, I literally pull over on the side of the highway because we went to the Ozarks with some people, the mountains, this weekend. I pulled over to the side of the motherfucking road, my nigga, on the fucking highway. And at 9:01, them hoes was sold out. Now I know you know about the sneaker game, right? I believe that Nike be sending most of those fucking products to StockX or something,
bro.
And they shit resold to up the value, and a lot of people have bots.
That's exactly what the fuck they do. You do know that, right, man? I could talk about shoes and how fucked up the shoe game is all day, bro. Don't get me started.
That's what they be doing.
They automatically sell the shit out. You do realize Foot Locker is in cahoots with GOAT, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah. They got like a little joint venture, or they bought GOAT or some shit like that. Look it up. And then Nike, they be sending shit that I forgot. I just seen that shit the other day, bro.
And look,
everything get backdoored, bro.
Them Jones was 130. Listen, Brian, because he already know. Them Jones was 130, right? That's retail price, 130. Bro, I looked them Jones up today. Them hoes reselling for like $250, $300.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't even do that shit, man.
Hey man, you a smart man, bro.
Overpaying all that motherfucking prices for that shit, man.
That's my one guilty pleasure, Brian. I must admit,
I'm with you, man. I got about 100 pair of my goddamn self, man. Yeah. But I'm old school, so shit I like on top of it. They came out back in the days. Some youngins don't, they don't rock what I rock. You know what I mean?
In the shoes, the thing that pissed me off is they some Air Force Ones. And
it don't matter now, though, bro.
The only shoes that I wear are like slides. Then I wear like Alex. I wear Crocs. Then I wear Air Force Ones. The only Jordans I only wear low top Air Force Ones. And then I wear like white high top Air Force Ones. Then I wouldn't wear the black ones. But then I wear.
You ain't got no black ones.
They call them motherfuckers stick up joints.
Yeah, they showed up in game 3 in the black force, and they ain't lose no game.
The only Jordans I wear are low top Air Jordan 1s. Then the only ones I wear.
Them hard,
Outside of that, I like the Blue Lane 5s and the Dornbecker 8s. If I ever get a chance to get those two, then the only other Jordans I get outside of low top Air Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
But that's some bull. And then I wear the Converse, but the All-Stars. But man, that shit pissed me the fuck off, dog.
Oh man, welcome to my world. High school, bro. I done got to the point where I don't even like when shit come out, I don't even look at release dates no more, bro. Like the last shoe I won on Nike was I think 2 weeks ago. I won the UNC fours, bro, and it's been like 2 years since I won the shoe. No lie.
Damn.
Off Nike.
And bro, you can't even fucking it be some shoes, it be some shoes that be coming out and it be women only. And I'm like, bro, females don't buy no motherfucking sneakers like that for y'all to give them these clean ass colorways, and I be wanting it, but I can't even fucking get it because it's only for females. And them shoes be sitting up there not sold out for months.
Shit, they be selling out. Shit, it depends on the colorway.
Make that shit men and women or unisex.
I agree. They do that shit on
unisex. And
then here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I wear a size 12, right? So in them women's shoes,
you gotta get 13.
They only gonna go up to like a 10 or maybe a 10 and a half. So I'm fucked.
Wait, you can put a 10 and a half for women's?
Yeah, in some shoes they'll go up to like a size 14 in men, bro. Just depending on the shoe, the woman's shoe.
Wait, hold up. I wear a size 12. So what? So it'll have to be a 13 12, though.
Yeah, it'll have to be a 13. Yep.
Man, that shit pissed me off. You know them Air Force One shadows that came out?
Nah, I ain't really familiar with the Air Force One's names.
Man, you gotta look at
anything else but that. Really, I'm not really into forces like that no more.
Man, that shit pissed me off, bro. That shit.
Hold on, let me get back to the chat, man. Yeah, we talking about shoes all day.
Hey, though, I'm about to go to. Me and my girls watching the movie. I'm finna go to. I just want to come on here. I gotta come on here and say my little stuff.
All right, I appreciate you for rocking with us.
All right, Brian. All right, y'all.
Hey, be safe. Be safe, go ahead.
All right, Kush the Greatest say, I want to see Tank challenge. Facts. I totally agree. Shout out to my boy Basketball Planning in the chat. He said Tank gonna get his little ass beat the fuck up. Yeah, man, that's the way I see it playing out. He said Bud told Tank to move his little ass up a while back. Call him fat boy. Yeah. It seems like Bud be beefing with all them dudes low key. I'm tripping, Brian, but you don't like motherfucking PBC niggas.
Nah, he don't give a damn about nobody, man. He don't give a damn about nobody.
That's crazy. He said right now, who y'all got? Earl versus Terrence. Just want to hear thoughts. My bad. Subject, change subject. Nah, you cool, bro. I got Bud, man, by stoppage. That's easy work.
Yeah, I got Bud too, man. I got Bud too, man. Yeah, I got Bud too. I definitely got Bud, man. But the thing about it is that if they saving Bud for last, or they not fighting him now, and it's a reason why they not fighting him now. They ain't so much on what side of the street he's on. It's because his talent, man, how skilled he is. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if it was Joe Horn out there fighting, or somebody else that they knew they was gonna win, they'd have crossed that street a long time ago to make that fight. But they already know what Bud is about. That's why he got to jump through so much hoops, man. And that's the thing too about that too, E, is that when he was coming up, man, I think they felt that Bud was taking a shine. You know what I mean? He was undisputed, coming up 3-way classes, and these guys hadn't accomplished that much at that time. They only been in one weight class. Thurman only was he was a unified champ,
right? And
Spence, he only had one belt at that time. He just got his. Right. So the thing about it, when people was talking about Bud, he was like, man, who Bud, man? He ain't for nobody. He got to establish himself. all these talking narratives came up, man, because I felt like, you know what, they're lose the Terminator of Bud right now, man. You know, he taking a lot of the shine, so you know they wanted to talk him down. So then the fans came out and did the same. But on the skill set man side, man, Bud I just think he too much for Earl. You know, Bud gonna figure Earl out real quick, and I think he already know because you know Earl do the same thing. And nah, I think it's gonna be established too.
Yeah, man.
You know,
people call me crazy, but it's levels to this shit, man. It's levels to this shit. I'm telling you.
They call both of us crazy, man, to be honest with you.
And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Whenever he wash them, they're gonna come up with some kind of fucking bullshit ass narrative or excuse in regard to why he lost. I'm telling you right now, because it's not gonna be the fight that everybody think it's gonna be. It's not going to go the way that everybody think it's going to go. I'm telling you.
No question. Yeah. You know, oh, man, you know, he ain't recovered from the accident, man. He had an accident.
See, I don't even, but you know me, I don't even talk about this shit. I don't bring up that shit. I don't bring up the other shit that they say. I just talk about boxing and the shit that he said. That's it. My shit is strictly boxing.
Oh, Ian, I got a thing for you, man. Since you know we stay on that boxing, right? So some shit was coming up when we talking about, you know, I know that Spencer Bud thing, you know, it's always going to be a hot topic, but I wanted to say something about Bud and Porter. Okay. Now on the undercard of the Spence fight between him and Pacquiao, I see they done made Ugas.
I was just about to
is Madonna's little fucking brother.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now Ugas going. He got a fight now.
He off the table. Yeah.
He off the table.
Yes,
so now there is no denying if this fight don't happen between Porter and Bud. If Bud don't drop his belt, which I highly doubt,
he ain't doing that.
I highly doubt, you know what I'm saying? Then we all know that Sean Porter didn't duck the whole goddamn fight.
And regardless of whether it's him being timid or being scared or wanting to remain friends with Bud, or even if it's coming from Al Heyman, I don't give a fuck. A duck is a duck.
Yeah.
It's a duck, no matter how you look.
Yeah. They can't say where the money wasn't right. Look, he getting 60-40.
Bro,
it's already mandated.
The WBO came out to do what they did, because like you just said, we are gonna know who been ducking who this entire. It's been what, a year since this man has been Terrence Crawford's mandatory. And then he bitched and complained once he was removed and replaced by Virgil Ortiz. He was like, well, I don't know. And, you know, that's how boxing go. And then all of a sudden, he'd have been elevated. Now he acting like he don't know if he want to fight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to take it, bro. I don't think he's going to take it.
Oh, man, look, if he do that shit, man, come on, man.
Bro, I don't think it's going to happen, bro. I pray to God that I'm wrong. I don't think it's going to happen.
He don't have a choice.
I agree, but
he don't have it, because you remember I was like, look, he got a choice. He can not fight and then fight Ugas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they could do that,
right?
But since Ugas got this fight now, on the undercard,
Keith Thurman is also on the table though. He ain't got no fight.
But even if you fight Keith Thurman, ain't nobody gonna let you off the hook. Ain't nobody gonna let you off the foot for not fighting Bud.
Right.
No. Right. See, the only way somebody could have let him off the hook on any kind of narrative is that, he fighting Ugas for the belt. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't happening.
Trump's a mandatory, so
Right. So you can't do that. The only one, you ain't fighting Earl, because Earl fight Pacquiao and Ugas is on the undercard. There's no more belts that you could fight for. And since it's mandated by the WBO that he fight Bud, you ain't got no choice. You either look like a duck or you step in the ring.
They done forced their hand. I'm so happy that shit happened. I'm just waiting. How many days do we got left? Like 20 something?
August 20th, man. It's like August 20th.
Let me put that shit on my phone.
Yeah, it's August 20th. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And the day is like,
I don't know, the second,
third. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, big.
The night before, they'll know, and then we'll see if they're going to go to purse bid, which I think they're going to go to purse bid.
Porter versus Bud deadline. All right. Appreciate that, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that news.
Yeah, and it's amazing how you still have some of these channels still over there talking about, man, this bug on Duck Porter. I'm like, man, what y'all been? What y'all talking about, man? How the hell can he? How? We gonna drop the belt? You know that ain't gonna happen, man. You know that ain't gonna happen.
Guarantee you, not that I watched, but I can guarantee you, those same motherfuckers that saying that dumbass shit ain't gonna pick Sean Porter to win. I ain't gonna put no money on him to win.
Hell no.
So
Hell no.
They ain't really rocking with Sean Porter like that. They just hate Terrence Bud Crawford. That's it. Or they just extreme Errol Spence fans. I mean, it's either one or the other.
I'm a big time Crawford fan, man, but I swear to God, man, I am not no fanboy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like Errol Spence as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I know he made some mistakes outside the ring. I'm not gonna call that man a bum. I think he's a good fighter, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. You know what I mean? It's a chess match. I still think Crawford will stop Earl, but that's not to be like, oh, okay, you know, this ain't no fight. He ain't shit, and, you know, what has he done? He don't deserve this. Nah, man, they were strategically playing this man's career. You know what I'm saying? But his career is based on how good he is, but it's also based on Terrence Crawford. They shit is connected, man.
Yeah, similar to what
connected.
Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao shit was back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, hell
yeah. At the hip.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. And so you don't think it's gonna happen now?
You mean the I was thinking, I thought we was talking about Thurman and Tank, bro. No, the Earl and Bud fight, I think it could happen. No.
The Porter, the Bud fight.
The Porter and Bud? I don't know, because you remember I was optimistic. I was the one saying it was gonna happen. I think Porter gonna duck, bro. I really do.
Right.
I think Terrence got them boys shook.
Yeah.
I think he got them shook, man.
Damn, that's crazy. If he do that shit, he can't save face.
It'll be the worst move, though, because like you said, he really ain't got no option. He might as well go ahead and try to fight him. Go ahead and get your last loss out the way.
Yeah. Then it will go to purse bid because, you know, they have to see what happened. And see, that's the thing that was the disagreeing with Poetic. Like, these guys, you can't, to me, you saying promotions and stars and this and that and the other. My thing is, none of them are stars. None of these guys are stars. And pay-per-view don't mean that you a star. If you go on pay-per-view, that doesn't guarantee that you a star. What that guarantee you is that how you got paid.
Right.
That's how you got paid. See, PBC is using pay-per-view for a payment method. Okay, they charging us.
Yeah, it's smart how they do
it. They charging us to pay Tank, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. We paying they fucking salary when you go over there and buy the fight.
Facts.
That's what they doing. They giving them small guarantees, dog, but you get back end money on it. They like this. We ain't gonna pay that shit, but we're gonna have your fans pay for it. And my thing is, man, I'm not paying for the bullshit.
Right.
You know, so that's how Tank got $1 million on a guarantee. So they say, well, I don't know how much he got on the back end, but his money came from the back end after the sale. So 1.5, because the other guy got like 500,000. Yeah. Barrio. So 1.5, they didn't put a whole bunch. So if you got Crawford in there getting $4 million on the guarantee, or Canelo or whatever, that's big money, man.
Speaking of Canelo, man, I feel so bad for Caleb Plant, Brian, man, because you gotta be feeling a certain type of way about Al Haymon. Now, I get it from both sides. I can see why Canelo, Canelo wouldn't want to get locked into a long-term deal because he's his own fucking boss. He can do what the fuck he want to do at the moment, right? Why give up his flexibility? But on the flip side, if you PBC Al Haymon, then you like, well, damn, you think I'm gonna just let you come over here, kick my fighter's ass, take the belt, and just walk away, and I can't get no more money with you? So I can get it, but if you're Caleb Plant, you like, what the fuck does that have to do with me? Because I can make $10 million, my career biggest payday. And by the way, who the fuck I'm gonna fight if it ain't Canelo? Anthony Burrell or what? Like what?
Yeah, right.
Like, come on, bro.
Right.
How much? Even if he were to fight Jamal Charlo, right, and a David Benavidez, he still wouldn't make the same money he would make by fighting Canelo.
Right.
Even if they try to put it on pay-per-view.
Absolutely.
So if I'm Caleb Plant, I'm looking at Al Heyman like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, am I tripping?
Exactly. No, you're not tripping. Because that when you say you feel sorry for that, that's the road you was going on. I might agree with you, but because Plant is the one getting fucked. Like Al Heyman, you're supposed to get the best for your fighters.
Exactly.
If you can't get Canelo, and all you got to do is sign and get my man, let my man get his 10 million. It ain't so much about your company, but see, everybody forget that. Al Heyman, PBC, them guys, man, they company men, man. This is about them.
Not to cut you off, bro. But okay, even if that's the case, what is stopping Al Heyman? I mean, if he let his fighters do what the fuck they want to do, even though we know that's not true, right? But why not just for the one time, let Caleb Plant go over to the zone and still make that $8 to $9 million to $2 million for a 1-5 deal with Canelo and Eddie Hearn? But it seems like he's trying to be greedy, with the pay-per-view shit and putting it on fire. He want his cake and he want to eat the icing and shit too, right?
No question.
I tripping? Am I looking too deep into this shit? But I'm blaming
Not at
Al
all.
Heyman.
Not at all, man. That fight don't go on, man. That's on PBC side of the fence, man, all day. You cannot sit there and deny that man a $10 million payday when it comes to Canelo. Canelo do not need the PBC. He don't. Now he looking for that belt, but at no way that he needs the PBC for anything. That man gonna make his money straight up, no matter who he fight. He the cash cow of boxing, man. I mean, I don't really understand. I got a different perspective, man, when it comes to Canelo than a lot of people. I think a lot of people, they mad at Canelo, and everybody got their own opinion.
Right.
That's on them. I just don't share into all the hate that everybody got for Canelo, to be honest with you.
I don't understand it either, bro. I really don't understand the hate for Canelo.
Nah, I don't, man. I mean, you could say, hey, you know what? He was caught cheating. That's fine. I agree. But the whole thing, with the black fighters and all that, like I said, I'm a Bud Crawford fan, but when Bud said that, I ain't agree with him.
Yeah, he was wrong.
I don't agree with Bud on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that narrative. He fought Danny Jacobs in 2019. Now, let me say this. All those guys they talking about who Canelo need to fight, the Charlos, David Benavidez,
right?
All Andre, all of them.
Yep.
Any of them got a better fighter than Daniel Jacobs on their resume?
Nah. Shit, none of them didn't even fight Triple G. Canelo fought Triple G not once but twice.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, especially just as a black fighter, you say, well, he don't fight the black fighter. But I'm like, okay, well, who the fuck the Charlos from them for? It was black. You got one of them with Tony Harrison, maybe, Austin Trout. But didn't Canelo do that shit years ago?
Yeah, he did. He did.
You know what I'm saying? Who Andrade got on his resume?
Andrade ain't fought nobody, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with Canelo on that. He ain't did shit.
Who did Benavidez beat that was black?
I can't recall.
I mean,
I think his last fight was against Rashid Ellis or some shit. But he wasn't nobody like that,
But that's what I'm saying. These guys aren't fighting nobody, to be honest with you. They really not. So my point is that what is Canelo supposed to do? I hear the European tour shit and all that, right? This, that, and the other. But I'm like, okay, so all these guys don't have to fight nobody.
Right.
They can just stay in their one class, and then Canelo need to pick each one of them one by one.
And you know what's so crazy,
don't nobody do shit?
Brian, outside of David Benavidez and Caleb Plant, all the other dudes are at 160, 154. Like, what the fuck? Y'all want Canelo? He is one fucking fight away from becoming undisputed, at 168. Y'all want him to stop what he doing, to tend to David Benavidez, who don't got the belt, to tend to Jamal Charlo, he got a belt, but it's at 160. Andre, he would have to drop his belt, to come up to fight Canelo, because Canelo ain't gonna move down.
Yeah, Andre at 154, right?
It don't even make sense like that. Why don't y'all give him the same energy y'all give Vince? Y'all say, oh, he can clean up his side of the street. He going for undisputed. But whenever it comes to Canelo Alvarez, y'all got a motherfucking problem with him doing the same thing, essentially.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I mean, I thought David Benavidez moved up to 168. He not 168?
Yeah, he 168, but he lost his belt.
On the scale, right?
On the scale, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Kind of bullshit, undisciplined ass shit is that? If he had his belt, maybe he would have had a fight.
My thing is, why not try to fight Charlo? Which he's trying to fight him, but Charlo don't want to fight. Like all these dudes are on the same side of the street, in or
not
about
fighting each
the
other.
same weight class outside of Andrade.
Right.
Why they ain't fighting? I don't understand it.
Right, exactly. I don't understand it either. That's my whole point. It's the same side. They're not making the fights. They're not making the fights anyway, but they want Canelo to come out here and fight every last one of them on their dime when they want them to, and this, that, and the other. And I just don't understand that bullshit. I'm like, man, look, Canelo's a good ass fighter, man. I mean, I would like to see him fight Andre. I would like to see him fight the Charlos. I'd like to see him fight David Benavidez.
See all of those fights. I totally agree.
I would like to see him fight Bivol. So
me too. That's a dangerous fight.
I would like to see him fight them, but it's like, damn, Canelo got to fight everybody,
right?
And y'all ain't fighting nobody.
But that's the same shit that they used to do to Floyd Mayweather. It's the same shit. He beat one dude, they moved the goalposts. Oh, we ain't beat him. Or Manny did it this way, or this, that, and the like. It never stops when it's greatness.
Yeah, that Floyd was a dynamite fighter, man. He was an excellent fighter, man. I already told you how I felt about Floyd. What I'm saying? I would not, but I'm not going to talk outside the ring before I talk inside the ring with Floyd. Right. Floyd was a beast inside that ring. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about Floyd, he did pick his fighters, man, as he got older. You know what I'm saying? He was strategic with it. And I just think, he was strategic with it. And I think that's all Canelo's doing, man. They just doing the same fucking blueprint, man. He the cash cow. So they're being selective in how they're, fighting their fights. But my thing is that when Floyd was fighting, he had a little bit more competition outside, in reference to bodies that he could pick up, compared to what Canelo got right now, because I'm talking about established fighters. These guys are not even fighting each other. Right. You know what I mean? To go ahead and make that mega fight. Now, I will say this about Floyd. Mm-hmm. He fought he ain't got as many O's as a fighter of his caliber should. Mm. He don't have many O's that he took. Now, he took 2 of them that I know for a fact. Mm. When it came to Diego Corrales.
He beat the
hell. And he beat the hell out of Diego Corrales. Right. And then what's that white boy from over there in England?
Ricky Hatton.
Ricky Hatton.
Yeah.
Right.
Check left hook.
Check knock the bricks off his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, he did take those O's, you know what I mean? But a lot of O's, you would think that Floyd took a lot of O's, and to me, that's when you have that elite fight, that signature elite fight. You know what I mean? Hagler and Hearns. I mean, I'm sorry, Hearns, Leonard. Ali and Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Them signature. Even Trinidad and De La Hoya. Right. Those guys from 0-0. You know what I'm saying? This is the mega fight. Spence Crawford, which it could have been Deontay Wilder, AJ, but they, fucked that up.
They
too.
Fucked the
you know
money
what
up.
I mean? They fucked the money up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Fuck the money up.
It happens. That's my biggest thing with this Bud and Earl shit. Like, man, y'all keep losing. One of y'all gonna fuck around and lose or something. You never know. So
because if Pacquiao beat Earl, then what?
Shit fucked up.
Shit fucked up, man.
Shit fucked up.
Shit is all fucked up at that point.
And you know what I'm saying? Still gonna be waiting on Manny Pacquiao to see what he gonna do next. If he gonna fire, if he gonna come back, because he gonna have damn near all the belts, right? He just gonna hold the division up even more, honestly.
Yeah, well, if he still want to fight.
Yeah.
If he still want to fight.
But we know how Manny do. You know, it went from Mikey to Ron to Bud, from Bud to Earl. Then from Earl saying, oh, he won't take the fight because he fight new guys. Then I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to my boy D-Town Blaster in the building. He said, put some motherfucking Coach K full court pressure on that like button. Kush the Greatest said, Bud going to beat the daylight out of Spence. Okay. King David, he said, salute Thriller. The problem with Canelo is everyone trying to fight him and he looking for easy fights. Yeah, everybody is trying to fight him. But my solution to that was would be fight each other. Triple G versus Charlo or something. Shit.
How's he looking for easy fights though? How's it easy fights? Wasn't Billy Joe Saunders undefeated?
Yeah, he was undefeated.
I mean, does Charlo or Benavidez, any of them got a better fight on their resume than Billy Joe Saunders?
I don't believe so.
So how's he looking for the easy fight? He was just collecting belts.
Yeah, I mean if we not gonna hold Errol Spence accountable for trying to be strap season and shit like that, then we got to keep the same energy for Canelo. Canelo trying to, but the difference between the two is he really is on the strap season chase. Yeah, he's trying to make a fight with Caleb Plant to get that fourth belt. And then I feel like after that, we can say, all right, Canelo, what you going to do next? Are you going to move up to fight Bivol for another belt? Or maybe a Bitter Beef? Or are you going to move down or stay where you at and give you we can hold him accountable then, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I want King David to take a look at it and ask this question to himself. Okay.
He said, which fighter is easier, Charlo or Billy Joe? I'm going to be honest with you, King David. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Okay, I ain't mean that. That's your show, so I ain't.
No, I was just about to say. I'll be honest with you, bro. I think I'm taking Billy Joe over Charlo on the cool. I'm not that impressed with Charlo. Never have been. So either one of the Charlos, I don't like them. I will say I am biased because I really don't like them as players. So I guess you can't ask me anything. So for me, I'm gonna say Billy Joe.
So King David, you mean to tell me the same Charlo that was getting touched up by Montiel is gonna go in there and fuck with Canelo? Really?
Yeah, Montiel, man.
Come on, man. He got that motherfucker eyes swollen like shit, fucking around with Montiel. And you think you
swollen? I seen him the other day on there.
Yeah, shit's still swollen. So you still got faith in that shit. That's my point. When Andre had his last fight, you think that if Canelo was in the ring with that dude? I mean, I'm not a Canelo fan, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, real talk, man.
To me, Charlo looked like he was gassed out in that Montiel fight, too. I think Canelo will walk him down and stop him the way he looked in that fight.
Hey, how much faith do you got in any of those Charlos in they last fight to go up and fight Canelo? I mean, the Charlos and Andre. Everybody last fight. You saw them. You saw their last fight. How much faith you got in them going up in there and beating Canelo? Like, real talk.
He said the same Billy Joe that got touched up by old Martin Murray. Yeah, I remember that fight.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean,
with Martin Murray versus Montiel, who you got?
Yeah, I ain't never heard of Montiel before, so
I'm
gonna roll with Martin Murray. I ain't never heard of Montiel.
I'm just saying.
He look like he tough as nails, though. He tough as fuck.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. Styles do make fights, man. But you saw the pressure that he got put on.
Mitch Hennessy said it is a different stimulation when you're fighting a big fight as opposed to someone you're supposed to beat. Okay.
Big stimulation.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to say. Go ahead and Mitch, if you're still in the building, bro, go ahead and elaborate. Drop another comment on that, bro. I ain't understand your question or your point. But yeah, man, shit. Yeah, go ahead and drop some in the chat, but make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in or on your way out, man. Anything else you got left to say, Brian? Man, I'm about to hop off this shit, man.
Oh man, you know, I ain't got too much to say, man. I'm just appreciating chopping it up with you, though, E Thriller, man. Y'all hit E Thriller like button, man. You know, subscribe to his channel, man. The brother do great work, man. You know what I'm saying? Help build that man's channel up, man, because he working hard out here, man. Doing some unbiased boxing talk. You know what I mean? Real talk.
Mitch Hennessy said, I mean, like a big game versus a big team you're supposed to beat. Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for rapping with me tonight, Brian, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video on the playback. Like, comment, share, and sub. Until next time, I'm gone. Holla.
Peace.